Whether you're tackling a persuasive essay, dissecting a literary work in an AP Lit, essay analyzing a poem, writing a research paper, or even penning a personal statement for college. Applications, these categories of transition words will help you elevate your writing. First things first. What are transition words and phrases? Simply put, they are the connectors and signposts that lead your reader smoothly from one thought to another. They establish the relationships between ideas, showing how each paragraph and each sentence builds upon the last. Now, why should you care about using transition words? Let me paint you a picture. Imagine reading an essay that abruptly jumps from one topic to another, leaving you as confused as a tourist in a new city without a map. That's where transition words come to the rescue. They help you, the writer, to guide your reader through your essay, making sure they understand the connections between your ideas and arguments. Without them, your essay might read like a list of disconnected thoughts. With them, your essay transforms into a well-organized, coherent piece of writing that flows naturally and makes sense. And here's the best part. Transition words are the unsung heroes of writing. They work in the background, connecting ideas and making your writing shine. But don't worry, we're going to bring them into the spotlight today. We'll explore each category of transition words, understand their function, and learn how to use them correctly in our own writing. So get ready to become a master of transition words. Your readers will thank you, and so will your grades. Let's dive in. All right, let's start with the basics. When it comes to transition words, there are some common ones that we all know, like also, however, and furthermore. These are the building blocks of smooth writing, establishing simple connections between ideas. For instance, if you're discussing the pros and cons of a certain topic, you could use however on the other hand, or in contrast to show the different perspectives. Or if you want to add an extra thought to what you've already said, you can use furthermore, moreover, or in addition. But wait, there's more. Let us delve deeper into the world of transition words and discover the 4 key categories that will elevate your writing game to a whole new level. Category No. 1. Addition and sequence. These transition words help you add new ideas or continue a thought from the previous sentence. They keep your writing flowing smoothly and help your reader follow your train of thought. Picture this. You're writing an essay about the importance of exercise. You could use words like in addition, furthermore, or moreover to introduce additional benefits of exercise beyond just physical fitness. For example, exercise has numerous benefits. In addition, it can improve mental health and academic performance. See how these words connect ideas and make your writing more cohesive. Category 2. Contrast and concessions. The art of showing how ideas differ, or where you might have to give in a little. These transition words are your go-to when you want to highlight the differences or exceptions in your writing. Imagine you're arguing that students should wear uniforms to school. You could use words like however, nevertheless, or on the contrary, to acknowledge the opposing viewpoint. For example, some argue that school uniforms restrict self-expression. However, the benefits of a uniform far outweigh this minor drawback. You see how these words add balance to your argument by acknowledging and contrasting different perspectives. Category 3. Cause and effect. Every action has a consequence. Right. These transition words help you establish the cause and effect relationship between ideas. Think back to our example about exercise. You could use words like therefore, consequently, or as a result, to show the outcomes of regular physical activity. For example, regular exercise leads to improved cardiovascular health. Consequently, it reduces the risk of heart disease and stroke. See how these words create a clear connection between causes and their effects. Category 4. Emphasis. Sometimes you just need to put the spotlight on one idea. These transition words help you emphasize your main points and add extra oomph to your writing. Going back to our school uniform example, you could use words like in fact, above all, or to illustrate, to really drive home your argument. For example, maintaining a professional appearance is essential. In fact, studies have shown that students who wear uniforms perform better academically. These words draw attention to your most important ideas, making them stand out. So there you have it, folks. The 4 key categories of transition words and how to use them. Remember, each category serves a unique purpose in helping you connect ideas, guide your reader, and make your writing shine. Just like a skilled conductor leads an orchestra, These transition words help you create a harmonious flow in your writing. Now go forth, my fellow wordsmiths, and conquer your writing with the power of transition words. Your readers will be bowing to your elegant prose in no time. Okay, now that you understand the categories of transition words, let's talk about how to use them effectively. It's time to take your transition word game to the next level. First up, avoid overuse. Yes, transition words are fantastic, but using them excessively can make your writing sound mechanical and even a bit dull. Imagine sprinkling every sentence with transition words. It would feel forced and take away from the natural flow of your writing. Instead, aim for precision. Choose the transition word that fits the relationship between ideas and use it judiciously. Little goes a long way. Next, vary your choices. Don't stick to just one or two transition words within each category. Mix it up. Keep your writing interesting and keep your readers on their toes by using different transition words to show various relationships between ideas. For example, instead of always using however, try using nevertheless. On the other hand, or in contrast, to show different shades of meaning. Third, consider your audience. Who are you writing for? Your choice of transition words should suit your audience and the tone of your writing. In a formal essay, you might opt for more sophisticated transition words. In a casual blog post, you could use more conversational ones. For example, however, furthermore, and as a result are great for formal writing, while plus, on the flip side, and overall, are more suitable for informal writing. Lastly, look beyond the sentence. When using transition words, think about how they connect ideas across paragraphs. A transition word at the end of a paragraph can smoothly lead into the next, creating a nice flow for your reader. For example, you could end one paragraph with however, and then begin the next with a phrase like, on the contrary, to show that you're addressing a contrasting viewpoint. Transition words are the secret sauce to elevate your writing from basic to brilliant. By understanding the different categories and applying them effectively, you'll create essays that flow seamlessly, impress your readers, and help you achieve those coveted top scores. Whether you're diving into the world of academic essays or crafting personal statements, remember to use transition words with finesse. And hey, don't forget to show your support for quality education. Together, we can make learning more engaging and accessible for everyone. Happy writing, future superstars.